Hilda Hartling. I will head to the Disk City University as a researcher, studying radio waves and communications. To monitor signal intelligence within this city for the metropoles, decrypt secure communications, and relay all pertinent data to the Intelligence Security Agency. And concurrently, to prove my value to the city-state. This is inside my own mind. Who are you? How did you get in here? MBCC. Sounds like just another one of this city's attack dogs. But I'm afraid you've wasted your effort. There's nothing left for you here. From the moment I was caught, my only purpose was to die cleanly, on my own terms. What you've captured is just a hollowed-out shell. This is for the best. A clean end is all I wanted. Now goodbye. Don't even bother. I'd rather die than be Disk City's new dog. This is inside my own mind. Who are you? How did you get in here? Are you telling me the war is still going on? My memories are just fragments now. This is the only one that hasn't completely faded. If this broken place holds what you're searching for, then I suppose this is the only choice. Do you have any idea what you're about to walk into? Then, let's go.
Hi, you can see me. Are you all right?
Oh, you got this telegram too. Well, it seems we're in the same line of work. Get in, I'll take you there. And if you don't mind, I've got some spare clothes in the back. The name's Edward Simmons, and you are? Oh, it's perfectly fine if you'd rather not answer. I understand. We're not exactly in a profession that encourages sharing. Can't say I've heard the name before, but then again, that doesn't mean much in our line of work. The name I just gave you isn't the one I was born with either. Honestly, by the time we get to the manor, I doubt we'll meet a single person who's using their real name. Let's be pragmatic. The outcome on the front is a foregone conclusion. The question for the Alliance now isn't if, but how we negotiate our position with Dis City. No one seriously believes the monolith is for fighting. It's a deterrent, well, a rather powerful bargaining chip, that's all.
Mind your tone, Mr. Johnson. This is not the place for such defeatist talk. A single setback is not a surrender. Our intelligence operations have been cultivated for decades. We have the network, the resources to wage a protracted campaign from the shadows, if it comes to that. Our resolve is our greatest weapon. We must not waver. Victory in the next phase depends on it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Hilda Hartling. My thanks to you all for accepting my invitation. I know the monolith is the subject on everyone's mind. But first, allow me to provide some necessary context for this gathering. Since the Nightfall, human civilization has suffered a devastating blow. We watched nations dissolve into scattered settlements and struggling city-states, each fighting for its own survival. It was Dr. Keelon's discovery of the hypercube that finally reunited us. It gave us a common purpose: to build this city and forge the city-state coalition. We were meant to stand as a unified front, a testament to humanity's resilience. We operated on a foundation of shared knowledge and rational trade. This city, as the sole source of hypercubes, was a partner, not a master. But that foundation is now being deliberately dismantled. There are forces among us sowing division under the false banner of independence. They are pitting brother against sister, severing the very bonds that made us strong. They have reignited old hatreds between city-states, reducing a united front to squabbling fragments. They profit from the chaos they create, while civilians pay the price, displaced by the flames of war. We cannot, and we will not, allow this to continue. However, our efforts have been compromised. A mole within our operation has been leaking monolith intelligence, coordinating attacks against our interests. To mitigate the ongoing security risk, I requested the relocation of the entire project. This safe house was selected for its defensibility and isolation, creating a contained environment to secure the monolith's development. Now, with the monolith in its final testing phase, I advised my superiors that we issue assistance directives laced with critical data to invite all of you here. It was, of course, a calculated risk. I am operating on the assumption that our mole would find such bait irresistible and would inevitably be drawn into our midst. This presents our best opportunity to identify, capture, and eliminate the threat. Now, if you will all remain calm and in place, we will begin the verification process. You're a face I don't recognize. You weren't on my list. And you don't carry yourself like an agent or spy. Your poison pill is larger than standard issue. Not an expert at concealment, are you? You must be from a different agency, or something else entirely. So, let's not waste time. Who are you, truly?
An anomalous power expert. Have you all heard of such a thing?
This city's new assets have been a strategic nightmare. It's logical that the higher-ups would seek their own countermeasures. Still, an expert? Unverified.
Understood, sir. Thank you for coming and offering your assistance. My task is to complete the final integration testing and core calibration of the monolith prototype within the next 3 days. The mole's objective will be equally clear: to either seize or sabotage it. Therefore, I will be staying in my room, dutifully serving as bait. I am, as you know, a cryptographer. My skills are in ciphers and systems, not counter-surveillance. Many of you are far more capable in that field. The mole is one, while the innocent are many. I would welcome the assistance of anyone in this room who considers themselves blameless. If you are uncertain how to proceed, then the best course of action is simple inaction. Wait, watch. The day the monolith is erected will be eventful enough. I promise you that. Let's hope our collaboration over the next few days is a productive one.
Ah, so that's your real name. Do you mind if I call you Officer? Meeting you truly feels like a stroke of luck, Officer. Though the rain chose such an inconvenient moment, it brought me here, right to you, Officer. It's almost as if fate intended. Since arriving, I've made a point to speak with quite a few people, learn their public roles. Which one would you like to know about, Officer?
You got a death wish? Say that again. I dare you. Go ahead and walk out. But you won't be leaving with your life. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not as nice as Hilda. I don't buy that one mole hiding among innocents crap. Far as I'm concerned, you're all suspects. Anyone tries to leave, I'll put a bullet in your head. Simple.
That's Marlowe Bannings. I heard he and Hilda went to school together. He leads the operations department. Has quite the reputation. But that tough act could all be a show, who knows? The other one's embedded in Dis City's propaganda department. Name's Horn, I think. Arrogant type. Looks down on just about everyone.
Out of my way! The fuck did you just say?
Now, let's all be reasonable. That's right. We're colleagues here, are we not? There's no need for this.
You might be his colleague. I'm not. Why don't you ask him what he's so afraid of that he's gotta run like a rat?
Move aside.
Officer! Oh, good heavens, that was far too close. Are you hurt?
Here, let me get that for you.
Sir, please come with me for a moment. Do you know why I asked to speak with you privately? You are quite perceptive. Let's leave Horn for now. I'd prefer to discuss the nature of this anomalous power itself. Since the Calamity, this anomalous power has appeared worldwide in rare sporadic phenomena. But while other city-states are still treating them as a disease to be cured, this city has already weaponized it for military operations. Have you heard of Catherine Augustus Andahar? Despite her family name, she sided with this city. At Nirvana Port, she assembled a unit of soldiers mutated by this power. Their battlefield performance was notably effective. So, the questions remain. What is this anomalous power? What is its upper limit? And how do we counter it? As the anomalous power expert, I'm sure you can provide some insight. And yet, this city still chose to weaponize it. Does that mean they have methods to alleviate the effects or control the power completely? I see. Experts must frequently enter heavily infected areas and encounter numerous contaminants. How do you protect yourself? Which means... the item you secretly took from Horn's pocket. It must bear the residue of the anomalous power, correct? That's a telling reaction. It seems my deduction was correct. Your expressions are rather unguarded. You haven't had the training for this, have you? You're quite easy to read. So please, don't lie to me. Relax. I'm not accusing you. I actually admire your professional initiative. This recording was clearly brought in from the outside. Since you had no prior contact with Horn, I assume it isn't from you. After Horn was stationed in this city 3 months ago, he began repeatedly failing in his duties. This included leaking classified information to dancers while intoxicated, and transmitting intelligence without using the proper code phrases. Among the intelligence he compromised were development plans for the monolith. Due to his powerful connections, every report and complaint against him was quietly buried. He was never even detained for questioning. And precisely because of this, he became riddled with vulnerabilities, making him an easy target for blackmail. Precisely. Given that, let's take a look at this. These are the individuals who made contact with Horn since his arrival. I need you to examine these photographs and identify who gave him the recording pen. That's correct. I believe these photographs are revealing enough. I see. The photograph does indeed show Huck passing an object to Horn. He is a plausible suspect. Moving forward, I will handle the situation with Huck discreetly. That will be all for today. Thank you for your cooperation, sir. You're free to go now.
Officer, how did it go? I hope Hilda didn't give you a hard time. After what happened, no one wanted to stay in the hall. They've all moved to the dining hall in the annex. Here, let me take you there. Of course I was. I was really worried about you, officer. Hilda's room is a place where people tend to lose their heads. She calls it questioning, but let's be honest, it's an interrogation. Rumor has it her closet doesn't hold clothes, but a full set of professional tools. Most people are terrified of being summoned there. It's a genuine relief to see you come out in one piece. Please, don't say that. In my eyes, you're the most capable and reasonable person I've ever met. My admiration is sincere. Once I'm done here, I'm going to request a transfer from this backwater Dis city. I want to return to the metropoles and apply to join your Mania Countermeasure Center. When the time comes, maybe you could mention my name? I don't want to be a spy anymore. I want a job where I can be proud of who I am. Well, I've always been unremarkable. To most people, I was practically invisible. Teachers would skip my name during roll call. I was always the one overlooked. For a long time, I thought that was just my lot in life. Then one day, Mr. Manfist came to our school, and he picked me. Can you imagine what that feels like? For someone who's always been invisible to finally be seen. It was incredible. So I followed him to the Agent Academy and became a spy. Mr. Manfist said I was a natural, that people just look right through me. I can be practically standing right next to them, eavesdropping, and they'd never know I was there. It let me accomplish things others couldn't. I was a natural, that people just look right through me. I can be practically standing right next to them, eavesdropping, and they'd never know I was there. It let me accomplish things others couldn't. Since you've seen through me, I suppose I have no choice left. Oh no, you've got it all wrong. I'm not the mole. But it told me I could be.
Precisely. Edward is a master of presence. Unless you're actively looking for him, your eye simply slides right past. What led you to him? Is that so? I wouldn't have imagined our anomalous power expert would have an intelligence contact. What a surprise. Your conclusion matches my own. I'll have someone extend an invitation to Edward. We'll inquire about this matter thoroughly. I owe you an apology. I doubted your identity, or perhaps I still haven't entirely confirmed who you are. But your knowledge of the anomalous power is undeniably professional. And beyond that, you possess a sharp deductive sense. To pick Edward out from so little, I am impressed. Bold. This city runs inhumane experiments, just for an edge, creating undead soldiers controlled by dangerous weapons. The mole sells our secrets and betrays the city-state, heedless of the consequences. Compared to them, my methods are the picture of reason. This isn't for me. It's for the people we've lost, and for the city-state's future. That is why I am willing to be a piece on the board, to draw out the mole and sever this threat.
Hilda, we've got a problem. Edward's gone. Vanished. We've turned the whole damn manor upside down. He's not here.
What?
We found this stuff in an empty room. Looks like he ditched anything that would have slowed him down. No one on the perimeter saw a thing. The place is surrounded by forest and cliffs, and with this rain causing flash floods, he couldn't possibly get out. Let's get more people and sweep the grounds. We'll find him.
Of course it's you, officer. I had a feeling you'd be the one to find me. You know, a few other groups already swept through here. None of them even glanced my way. I was starting to get bored. Let's not move, all right? I've got a gun. Not really my weapon of choice, so it's a bit unpredictable. I just want to talk before I go. Tell me, did you find the documents I left for you? Good. I made sure Hilda's was the most comprehensive. I left it all for you. I don't know who you really are, officer, but I would genuinely enjoy working with you. It's okay. I get it. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. In fact, I want to help you. You know, with my disposition, I'm only fit to be a spy. But I've always hated skulking in the shadows. Doing something for you, though, that was different. It felt good. You're the only one who actually saw me. You paid attention. You cared. Having a superior like you, it would mean a lot to me. I was just unlucky. This city caught me in a bad spot. To stay alive, I had to feed them intel from the metropoles, including some about Monolith. And, well, I guess Hilda finally figured it out. Ever wonder why someone like me was even invited to a meeting like this? I'm a decent spy, but I know nothing about cipher machines. She just wanted to smoke me out. I suppose, in her mind, it doesn't matter who the mole is. If she eliminates everyone, she gets the mole too, right? That? Nothing personal. The mole just told me to pick the weakest looking target and test the waters. That man was full of holes. Getting leverage on him was almost too easy. Officer, I think you're the one who's not seeing things clearly. You don't understand her at all. Let me give you some advice. Don't pin your hopes on her. That woman's heart belongs entirely to the city-state. There's no room for anything else. As for the mole, you should stop trying to catch them. You won't be able to. Well, friend, this is the path I chose. I ran out of options a long time ago. At least I got to have this last chat with you. I've left something for you. Whether it's useful or not, that'll be up to you. Well, we've talked long enough. It's probably time to say goodbye.
Tell me what happened. Do you know what this is? Is that so? But this is an investigation report. About you. He analyzed your behavior and noted several interesting discrepancies. It states that after arriving, you showed a strong interest in everyone present, and requested personnel files from Edward. He couldn't understand why an anomalous power expert would need such information. As it happens, I share his concern. If that were the case, why was the majority of this investigation report focused on me? While showing interest in the people, you were also intensely curious about the monolith. Why? Yet for an anomalous power expert, you show remarkably little interest in the actual concentrations or anomalies around the estate. You don't even carry basic tools or weapons. That seems careless, doesn't it? Since you refuse to clarify, I'm left with no choice but to try a different approach. This is a truth serum. It lasts for about 30 minutes and will facilitate a more honest conversation. Be advised, it does carry certain side effects. Permanent memory loss, for instance, or mental instability. Then prove it to me. Since you insist you're an anomalous power expert, demonstrate this so-called expertise of yours. What's wrong? Afraid? Shouldn't an expert have methods to regulate this anomalous power? You've been speaking with me all this time, yet you failed to detect the power I possess. That alone is suspicious. So if you have any way to prove yourself, use it on me. Now. Otherwise, you will die. See? You're still lying. You have no ability to control the anomalous power. When confronted with it, all you can do is endure the pain. Now then, I want you to tell me very carefully, who are you really?
A spy's identity is usually a fabrication, of course, but to make a falsehood convincing, that requires a certain technique. My preferred method is what I call double layering. I present the target with an initial identity, something simple, a little too clean, almost easy to see through. Then I subtly guide them to become suspicious, to investigate on their own. The more little discrepancies they dig up, the more they trust the truth they've uncovered for themselves. Set up the pieces just right, then you're all set.
How can you prove it? Enough. Proceed with the interrogation, then. Our time is limited. We can't afford to waste any more of it on this cat-and-mouse game. Once this is done, I expect we can set aside our suspicions and focus on the actual crisis. Are you satisfied now, officer? Rest assured, I will complete the monolith's development under your supervision and prove my loyalty and worth to the city-state. But I need you to agree to one condition. At the manor, I remain in charge of the operation. You will continue your cover as an anomalous power expert and follow my lead when required. No independent action. In that case, we will establish a private communication method for when verbal communication is not possible. A full circle for a space, crescents for dots and dashes. It's a modified Morse code. Discreet, but efficient. Well, it's getting late. Please proceed to the dining room. Dinner should be ready. I need to return to my work on the monolith. I won't be accompanying you. I hope that by our next meeting, we will both have found the proof we're looking for.
Ah, look who's back. Our brave one. I am Manfis Gesso, formerly of the cryptography department, now retired. Though most who know me usually call me Manfist. Please, allow me to propose a toast.
Helene Miser. I'm an operative in intelligence, a hatter. As for my job, well, I conduct in-depth exchanges with any Dis City official gracious enough to share their time.
I'm Casey Abel, head of the Tomorrow Post, as well as its chief editor and writer. My team and I are responsible for crafting various exclusive news stories. We ensure the public receives the narrative precisely as we intend. This is Mr. Johnson Madison. He also happens to be the handler who brought me on board.
A pleasure, sir. I typically operate in the metropoles, so I don't find myself in this city often. I serve as the personnel director at the Economic Intelligence Center.
No, Lane. I attend night school at Syndicate. My actual identity is an operative in the cryptography department. I report directly to Hilda.
Marlowe Bannings. Killing's what I do.
Pay him no mind. Marlowe's an agent in our operations department. He specializes in handling delicate matters, the sort best kept from the public eye. Now then, since everyone is acquainted, let us take our seats and raise our glasses to this rare gathering.
Dreadful weather. You can't get a letter through, let alone a clean radio signal. Hilda certainly picked a charming spot for us. I dread to think what state the markets will be in by the time I get back.
If I recall, the private equity fund you manage is doing quite well. Several acquisition partnerships with local Dis City companies, is it not? I'm sure it will all be fine.
It's the times we live in. Everyone just wants to park their wealth somewhere safe to ride out the war. We've already secured the daily supply lines. Now we're negotiating for energy and finance. Natives here are shrewd, but it doesn't matter. This city is desperate for capital. They won't refuse a good deal. Miss Casey has been an immense help. Just a few of her news pieces kept the antitrust regulators tied up in knots. Absolutely brilliant work.
Just a few small favors. Mr. Johnson is the one with the sharp eye, always picking quality companies with such manageable histories. They're easy to tidy up.
Economic development is an invisible empire. When everything in this city-state, from dawn to dusk, the bread people eat, the fuel they burn, the news they watch, the pensions they save, is tied to us, that is true market penetration. Trust me, that day is not far off.
Officer, you've barely touched your food. Is it not to your liking? I could have the chef prepare a stew for you instead.
Well, strictly speaking, Edward was planning to commit suicide. Hilda only intended to question him, so the blame can't be laid at her feet. Horn's death, however, is more complicated.
Horn mentioned earlier that Hilda's parents defected to this city. Is that true?
Oh, you must be new. The Hartleen's defection was a major scandal in Seville. One is a city-state councilor, the other a media tycoon. Plenty were sent to apprehend them, but they slipped through the net regardless. Rumor has it they were highly valued after arriving in this city. Lavish banquets, luxurious estates. Probably not unlike where we are now. A pity for Hilda, though. She was implicated and placed on the list, which made it impossible for her to remain in the metropoles. She fled to the Dis City front line and had to claw her way up from the bottom to reach her current position. Monolith is her passion project and her pledge of loyalty to the metropoles. If it succeeds, she can return to the city-state and her ascent will be assured.
So that's why she hates the moles so much. She's using our lives as stepping stones for her own promotion.
Sounds like someone's conscience is acting up.
No. I just think it's all too reckless. After all, we're all on the same side. We're colleagues, right?